Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be testing out the current event that's going on, the Caldari Union Day Combat Site Challenge. This is a combat site that is released during the Caldari Union Day, quite self-explanatory from the name. I'm a bit late to this event. It's because in real life I've been doing a lot of things. Recently I've gotten married actually, and because of that, IRL, for me at least, always comes first, so it's been a lot slower in the game than my usual routine. So I'm a bit late to this event right here, but either way, it's an event that involves you being able to go to these combat sites that we find in HiSec, and you're only able to use certain frigate types. I think you can use also destroyers, so you can use Kikimoras, I think, and you can also use T1 and T2 frigates as well. So we've got the Hawk right here. This is actually the same Hawk I used for those Abyss sites that I've been doing before, using a rocket style, and then it's got a hybrid style as well. So we've got the shield booster, and then we've also got the medium shield extender as a passive fit. You can see here, passive fit right here. I think I might have some implants in. Yeah, I do have the high grade crystals, and this is some pod I routinely use to boost shields. Usually I don't go around with this, but I just thought, okay, I may as well use it since it's boosting my shield boosting capabilities. But I probably should also do a test later without the high grade crystals to see how it goes. This fit is also pretty cheap, so actually I think I might have some loot. Yeah, I got some loot here from previous runs, but the fit itself costs about 40 million ISK. Okay, so let's see now. We can go into this right here, see how this goes. I hope it'll be smooth. I've never tested this. Is the first time I ever tested this out. Okay, we've got some rogue drones here first. This is initial wave. I think there's multiple pockets, so you have to go through that acceleration gate over there. Oh, where are they? This is actually really great because we're using a rocket style ship, and we've got just a really close range, exactly what we're up against right here. It'll be very annoying if they're all kiting me, but they're not, because they just want to get in range straight away. So now we've got 13 kilometer range on our rockets, so these destroyers, on the other hand, we'll have a bit of a trouble getting to them. We can maybe get to them with this Afterburner over here. It seems really easy, just to one-shot them pretty much. Volley or maybe two-shot. Let's get this going on here. I wonder if the loot is going to be decent. It might be decent. Usually these events that involve using smaller ships like frigates and destroyers, they don't tend to be as good loot, in my experience, as the battleship type events. It's just smaller ships, less loot. Let's go around here. We've got some enemies over here. This reminds me a lot of the Gristis event we had as well, because we only had the destroyers and the frigates. Now we have got a similar event for the Caldari Union Day, and they seem to be wanting to kite us a bit. See if we can shoot now. We don't need to use our shield booster. Don't need to use the shield booster. But we're tanking like a boss. No problem whatsoever with the tank. Okay, let's get close to these guys. Yeah, unfortunately we do not have decent range right here. Maybe we could switch over to Javelin. That'll be a bit easier to snipe these guys who are far away. Let's get them over here. Scourge Javelin. We'll go towards the acceleration gate we saw there before. Get that over there. And I seem to be finding a lot of these types of sites that I've been cruising around in HiSec, and they seem to be pretty common. I don't know if they only spawn in the Caldari region of space. Let's just check here. Sometimes they want us to choose a certain ship line or a certain type of corporation to align with. I'm definitely going to go with Calakiota. It's Calakiota. What? Calakiota skins are one of my favorite skins, but this doesn't look like Calakiota. Is this? Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. What is Vulture? Scorpion? Oh, Scorpion. Union Workers Day. Okay, it's not the Calakiota skin. There's a red one over there. Stork, Caracal, and Merlin. Well, this is pretty cool. We get the Calakiota skins, but it doesn't look like typical Calakiota, actually. It's pretty grey. Usually Calakiota is like black. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I think actually the Sukuvesta looked pretty decent because we had some silver types of skins, and I really like silver skins. Okay, what we've got here? Garistas Terrorists. Let's go for these guys right here. But perhaps we'll go for the... Let's go for the destroyers first. They're probably going to do the most amount of damage. We've got newts as well. I'll go for this newt over here, and we'll go with rage because they seem to all want to get in close. Use the shield booster. Yeah, no problem with tank. Well, might be going down slightly, but we've got a decent amount of buffer, so there's no problem. Let's pop this Guristas terrorist sim over here. So this seems to be some kind of like training event because it's a terrorist sim. So these are like simulator enemies over here. And these rewards we had previously seem to give different boosters as well. And you have to also manually claim these. Is a bit unfortunate. Perhaps if we go with event right here, we can claim them. Yeah, if we tick the event notification, we should be able to just claim them directly here. There's also ore deposited as well. I'm not sure what this is. I think this might be that there's a resource. There's some resource wars sites here too. If you guys don't know, the resource wars sites are these sites that involve mining for a certain time limit, and then you also have enemies that try to attack you and prevent you from mining. And then you sort of defend the miners as well in these kind of sites. And basically the objective is to just get the ore in a certain allotted time. So I'm guessing this is what the ore deposited is indicating right here. We can check in the agents and missions, perhaps the exploration tab, combat anomalies. We can perhaps find some types of anomalies here that involve resource wars. Not that I can tell. Okay, we should use the afterburner. Going 300 meters a second is going to be really slow if we go towards this gate. Okay, let's see what we've got next. Can reload. Go, go, go. And we'll stop using the shield booster just to preserve a bit of cap. But it's really great. We've been working great so far. A really cheap ship as well. 40 million ISK. So if this is able to pull through these sites, it'll be a very chill way to do them. Not putting much on the line, and it make it a lot easier to get, or very easy to get into. Well, that's some pretty decent background we got right there. These lightning. Oh, these lightning storms look so cool. Look at that. Look at this scenery. Okay, but these are some dammers over here. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe abyssal entities right here with the lightning. Okay, it's a lot of Damaviks. You should just be a little bit careful to not get popped by them, but they all want to get in real close and personal, so it's no problem. They seem to be a lot weaker than normal Damaviks. That probably is because they're like these tangling like the training simulator ones. Because normal Damaviks do not at all go down this quickly, and they're hardly doing any damage as well. It's pretty simple, pretty simple. I'm glad that CCP added an event that is pretty easy to get into, because it can be really disheartening for new players that you have these events and they think like, oh, let's just go to it. It's probably one of these like drone assemblies or another site like this. They're going to assume it's really easy, and they just go in there, lose their only ship they've spent such a long time getting. Really, that they don't know what it's about. I think it's good that they have very easily accessible sites. Then I think it's also good that they have the option to have these more difficult ones that can perhaps give more loot. But I remember when I started out a long time ago, then I had this the Blood Raider event that occurred, the Crimson Harvest, and I had a Punisher that I'd worked quite hard to get. It was only a few million ISK worth of a ship, but back then it meant a lot to me. And I just jumped into one of these sites thinking it's going to be just the same as one of these others, Guristas anomalies, these kind of Gurista dens, you know, those kind of stuff. And it didn't turn out too well. Yeah, I got popped straight away. A lot of I think there might have been even scramblers. I'm not sure if there were scramblers back then, but I died. And I was a bit disheartened, but I continued. But I can imagine a lot more people would feel the same way. Okay, let's go into this gate to see what we've got right here. Tank has been no problem whatsoever so far. A lot due to me cheating with these high-grade crystals, but I'm pretty sure it would work fine without it. Okay, we have got some Feddies, some Federation Galentians over here. We'll go for this Catalyst, since I'm assuming he's going to do a lot of damage. Oof, that's a lot of different E-Wars. Let's just approach these guys. Approach, approach, approach. Okay, they have no HP. They're very weak. Let's go here. Approach this Comet over here. We've got some pretty cool scenery too with these asteroids. These asteroids, I've never seen this variation before. Looks like you've got proper craters here from colliding asteroids. Oh, we're getting webbed pretty hard. Take out all these webifiers. Unlock all these guys who are really far away. Probably use the shield booster a bit too. I wonder if there's going to be a boss here, because I've not seen any boss so far. There doesn't seem to at least be any acceleration gate out from here. So I'm guessing that they must spawn a boss after this wave over here. Usually the case. Yeah, I really love this scenery right here. I love it when they also incorporate really massive scenery, not just these tiny little bean-shaped asteroids that hardly that make your ship just dwarfs them. Here it feels like we're in a proper environment right here. That's just the thing with EVE Online. It's such an old game. It came out in 2003. They've had certain. It's such a broad game. There's certain aspects or areas that have not been updated, so it just looks the same way it did in 2003, and looks really basic. When you have modern stuff like this, you can really appreciate it when you're someone who's played the game for quite a while. Okay, pop the Federation Maulus over here. Okay, here is the boss. This must be the boss over here. Go for him and take him out. Can probably orbit him close. Go with Scourge Rage. He seems to have a decent amount of HP. What is this? But optimal resist, incoming resist. Okay, he's Omni in the shields, or the structure. Seems like kinetic is pretty good. Kinetic is, in fact, kinetic thermal is better. You probably want to go with thermal damage over here. Let's take out this Commander Sim. See what we get. Is there anything decent? Grab this 17 million just for this basic. Just for this basic sight over here. That's actually really great. Oh yeah, this is like blue loot, so it's got like constant value. This Union Day reward token right here. And I can imagine you could probably get some other kind of loot as well from this. We got, for example, the Agency Hardshell over here. Not so good, because it's only the dose 1, but I can imagine, since we got this one, it wouldn't surprise me if you could get higher doses as well, like dose 4, that can be worth a lot. If you're in guard, not Hardshell, dose 4. Look at this value right here, 38 million. If we were to get that, that would be really great. I think I did read in the news post that there were more difficult sites in Lowsec, so if you want to get a better loot, definitely consider going to Lowsec exploring. But for me, I like to prefer a bit of a chill style gameplay, even if it's maybe not as profitable. I prefer to do the stuff in high sec. It's a lot more chill. You don't have as many players after you. I mean, you've obviously got the risk of gankers, but when you're in a ship that's as cheap as this one, very few people are going to want to gank you. Pretty much no one. But that's it. Caldari Union Day Combat Site Training Challenge. It goes really smoothly in this ship right here. I think it was really easy. Any kind of close range assault frigate or even faction frigate should be able to get the job done. I can imagine Kikimoras are going to be really popular in this because of how much damage they do, and also the range. Really, you're just going to hit anything. But any kind of close range frigate seems to be decent. You don't have to have much tank. I mean, I've got quite a bit of tank, especially when I'm cheating with these implants over here, quote unquote cheating. But I think it's a pretty decent site, especially for what kind of rewards you get. So be sure to check this out. Apologies for me being quite late on this, but that's just the way it is. IRL comes first. Oh, we even got some skins too. Merlin Home Guard. Okay, can claim these to the home station. So that's it. That's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.